Hi, this is Mike Cerrone with Mastermind Agent, and I want to invite you to a special event, this year's Agent Success Summit 2021. This is our 9th annual event. We keep doing it every year because it's so popular. People love to come in and listen to the 21 top trainers and coaches and their ideas and advice on how you can get ahead in this market. You'll learn how to get more leads, more clients, and more closings, which is harder than ever because the market is moving so fast. It's an exciting time, but you got to have the right strategies and tactics to get ahead and succeed. Again, I'd like to invite you to the Agent Success Summit 2021. To get there, by the way, just go to open up a Google or open up a web browser and go to agentsuccesssummit.com, agentsuccesssummit.com, and get your free ticket today. Again, this is 100% free. It's a 7-day virtual online training event for real estate agents where we're going to have 21 of the top coaches and trainers come in and share their ideas on how you can advance your career. So again, just go over to Google, type in agentsuccesssummit.com, click the little link, and you'll go right in to the summit. Let's go through real fast and show you what we've got here. You're right at the beginning, you can type in your, all you need to do is type in your name and email address, and boom, you're going to get yourself a free ticket. You go right into the summit, and you'll see all the amazing speakers and the dates and the schedules, etc., of what's going to happen there. So be sure to reserve your spot today. We've got, again, 21 of the most incredible trainers. I'm so grateful every year that they come in. We mix up a little bit, but we typically have the same lineup because they just love sharing so much. I'm so happy that they come in and share with you. But these coaches have helped over 100,000 agents in their career to succeed. So I know that they can help you no matter where you're at, whether you're a brand new agent, whether you're an agent that's a veteran, you've been doing this for a while and you've got some experience under your belt, you're a team leader, you're a team member, even brokers, we've got information for you in here as well. So be sure to join us at the agentsuccesssummit.com. So who's going to be talking? We've got Mike Ferry is coming in. Mike Ferry, just I believe he's done 46 years now of training agents. He's got a whole wealth of knowledge that he can share, and he brings it this time when he talks about how to strengthen your listing presentation. We've got Jackie Leavenworth, who's going to come in and talk about how to negotiate, which is so key in this fast-paced market. How can you make sure that you position your buyer first if you're working with that buyer, or if you're on that seller side and you've got 5, 10 offers coming in and you're trying to negotiate with all of them? You need some strategies, and Jackie's going to share them. We got Chantel Ray, who's going to talk about how to get into the right mindset to create systems and take massive action. It's a pretty phenomenal session. Now, keep in mind, Chantel Ray has built an organization that sells over 1,500 homes a year. She knows what she's talking about. All right, we've got David Knox. He's so fun, and I laugh every time I watch him because he's so funny. He brings so much humor to the experience, and he's got, again, a depth of knowledge that's unbeatable. He's going to talk about the 7 best ways to prepare your buyer for a seller's market. These speakers are incredible. Be sure to go over and to agentsuccesssummit.com. Go to agentsuccesssummit.com and get your free ticket today. And then we've got Linda McLean. She's going to talk about the 3 effective strategies to lead effectively in times of change. Again, these markets, they're going faster and slower, and then your local market could have different things happening in it. You got to be able to move quickly on your feet and continue to lead your clients, to lead people in your office, to lead your vendors, your people that are helping you. And of course, if you have a formal team, your staff members and agents. And Linda's going to go into all of that. Josh Shaley gets down into the trenches and talks about a simple 3-step plan for doubling your business in the next 90 days. He's going to get into how he's doing that with his sequential sequencing concept. You're going to want to check that out. Lee Brown is another favorite. She comes in with a lot of humor, a lot of directness. She's a fantastic speaker, and she's going to talk about building and managing your personal sphere, something she has done herself, where she's continuously selling over 100 homes a year. and she's a phenomenal agent and speaker. You're going to want to check that out. Willie Miranda is going to talk about the 7 steps to build and get the most out of your database. Again, Willie is another practicing agent broker in this case, where he's got a massive team of people that are out there being very productive, selling over 1,000 properties a year. And you're going to want to listen to Willie and his ideas on how you could take your own database and generate repeating referrals out of it. We got Paul Wheeler, who's running a profitable business. That's his topic, is how to run a profitable business. I know it sounds silly, but a lot of agents, they run their business, they get to the end of the year and they don't have profit or not as much as they want. And Paul's going to give us some great concepts there on how to make sure this works right, including how to pay yourself first. Paul is also a top agent who typically sells over 200 homes a year. You're going to want to check out what he has to say. We've got Danny Griffin. And Danny's going to talk about what problem are you solving and why. He's going to get into the nitty gritty of what do you really want at the end of the transaction. And that's a happy client. You want a happy client who's going to refer you to their friends and family. And he works back from there all the way back to the beginning on how you can make that happen. Danny's another practicing agent out there who typically sells 100 to 200 homes a year. He's a really sharp fella, and you're going to want to listen to him. We got Bubba Mills. He's building an he talks about building an REO division. He's been coaching top agents and top teams around the country for over a decade. And prior to that, he has a lot of knowledge about and been in the mortgage industry and the servicing industry and the distress servicing industry. And he sees this tidal wave coming of REOs. It's kind of under the surface that nobody's really talking about. And he wants to prepare you for that. And he's got some amazing ideas and things that you're going to want to listen to there. Amy Stair is going to talk about the big what if, business planning with contingencies. Now, Amy's going to get into, typically you build a business plan hoping for the best. She's going to show you how you could add a second layer to that, where you can create some contingency planning for what happens if things get weird, like when COVID hit, right? You could actually have had that plan for. Or what if you had a natural disaster, like when Texas got hit with a strange winter storm? You've got to be able to prepare for these things for your business if you want to excel fast when everybody else is held up. And Amy's going to talk about that. All right, we've got Krista Mayshore. Krista Mayshore is going to come in and talk to us about the one strategy that resulted in 48 closed seller transactions in 2020, so last year, and she's using that same strategy today to basically list 4 homes a month, 48 over the course of a year. You're going to want to check this out. She's got some really cool strategies where she talks directly to sellers in their language, some things that are really sharp that most agents are missing. Instead of just making a CMA offer, she's going a lot deeper. You're going to want to see what she's doing. This is so amazing. These speakers are so good. I want you to make sure that you get access. So be sure to go over to agentsuccesssummit.com, agentsuccesssummit.com. Do that right now. Just pause this. Don't listen to it anymore. Go over and get your ticket, agentsuccesssummit.com, and then come back and you can listen to me if you want. But you got to get your ticket so you can join us, because these speakers are phenomenal. Mike Cerrone, that's me. I'm going to be talking about switch or stay agents and different ways that agents can handle the concept of, should I stay with my current brokerage or look at a different brokerage? It's a prickly little topic, but I had a lot of people ask me about it recently, and I show you some ideas on how you can look at that question and get yourself some answers. Next, we got Michael Hellickson, and Michael's going to talk about the 3 habits that separate uber success for successful agents and brokers from underachievers. What are these super agents doing that the rest of the agents aren't? What separates them? He looks at that idea and he comes down to these 3 habits that you want to implement into your life to make sure that you're getting ahead and you're staying focused on achieving the goal that you have in real estate. All right, next we've got Eric Hatch, and he's going to talk about the 5 steps you must make to build a healthy, profitable team. Eric's got a lot of experience in this. He's built a team that's sold over 700 homes a year. It's a fantastic session where he goes through the different things that you're going to have to do if you want to build a team and be successful. So check that out as well. Lars Hedenborg, he's going to talk about how to scale your real estate business without giving your life away. Lars goes into his story of how he was a young agent working 1,000,000 hours, trying to figure out what to do. He was kind of neglecting his young family and his children, and he started to feel really guilty about it, and he wanted to figure out a way that he could leverage some of these activities to free him up. And he did. Now he's built a team. He actually spends less than a day each week in there on the team. He's got people that are helping him run that thing, and it's throwing out cash flow for him. You're going to want to see how he approaches this. He's a very systematic guy, so you want to take a look at that. Jeff Cohn is going to talk about pivot to survive, creating a hybrid tech-powered real estate business and thrive. So what Jeff's going to talk about is how he had this vision for creating an office. And so he's a broker with a team, and he wants to create this office that also could be physical and virtual at the same time. So physical and virtual at the same time. He's going to talk about the office and the way it looks, also the tools that he used to put that in place so that his group of folks, and I probably have the numbers off, I think it was around 500, 600, 700 closings a year, that his people could come in and float from one world to the other, virtual or physical. And he had this idea before COVID hit. And luckily for him, he put it in place in February. And by March, everything last year went crazy and his business kept clicking along. So if you're a broker, you want to check out what Jeff has to talk about, because his brokerage, it actually went up 400% during COVID. His brokerage went up 400%, multiplied by 4. So you're going to want to see what he was doing there. All right, we've got Chris Waters. Chris Waters is going to jump into his topic is the first 3 key hires to scale to your first $1 million closed in GCI. So Chris is going to talk about team building and how you take yourself from his story. He was literally sleeping on the couch of his girlfriend to 3 years later, he was netting $1 million. And he's going to walk you through the different ways that he got to that and show you some concepts that you could install in your practice if that's something that you want to do. Next, we've got Vicki Westerfer, and she's going to talk about the showing agent model where you can increase profits and leverage time. Now, this is in the old idea of leverage in the last 20 years has been buyer agents work very well for a lot of folks. Vicki kind of takes it to the next level of something called showing agents and showing agent models that she's perfected over the last 12 years. A lot of people talk about this, but very few people actually do it. And Vicki is a practicing solo agent who's leveraged the showing agent model to really amp up her production. She's going to talk about where you find these folks, how you pay them, how they work for you, what the whole structure of the thing looks like. It's pretty exciting and interesting. You really want to jump into that if you're looking for a way to leverage the buyer side of your business. And she's doing it super profitably. That's the big reason to look at the showing agent model over the buyer agent model is it's much more profitable. Vicki's going to go into that. Finally, we got Joshua Smith, and he's going to talk about how to get more listings, get more buyer offers accepted, and implement virtual presentations so that you can grow and scale your real estate business in 2021. This is real exciting. Joshua digs deep into what he's doing with his practice, his team, and they sell 300, 400, 500 homes a year. In fact, it might even be up to 600 or more. And what he's got going there is, what do you do when this market is super hot? How are you finding listings? And he's going into his USPs and unique ways for digging in and finding listings where other people aren't. He also then goes into buyers and some very creative ways to get your buyer a property and make it so that they're not competing with anyone else. You're going to want to check that out. And then he goes into virtual presentations, something we've all had to learn a little bit about over the last year. He's going to show you some of the tools that he's used to do that. You got to come come check out the Agent Success Summit. So just get your free ticket at agentsuccesssummit.com. Just go to agentsuccesssummit.com and get your free ticket today. All right. So one of the other cool things that we have here is that, well, let me tell you when and where it is. The Agent Success Summit is going to be April 16th through April 22nd. You want to go over there and get your ticket right away. It's free. It's over 7 days. You can watch from any computer, laptop, your tablet. You can see it on the smartphone. You can listen to it, watch it, whatever works for you. There are going to be 3 speakers a day. They're going to get posted at midnight. You got 24 hours. You can watch any of them. You can watch 1, 2, or 3 of them. It's your choice. It's all for free. You can check them out. It's zero cost. It's zero. It's zilch. It's nada. It's nothing. Null. It's goose egg. Forget it. It's free. Just come on in and check it out. Register today and get your free access. Again, go over to agentsuccesssummit.com and register for your free ticket. Now, one of the coolest things that people like about the summit is the 21 free gifts. The speakers all come in, and we've asked them to provide you with a free gift, a productivity gift that can get you to the next level. It's typically in the niche that they were talking about, but it could just be one that's very popular that people keep asking them about. And we ask them to provide this to you, and they do. So as soon as you go into the summit, no matter what day you go in, you can get immediate access to these 21 free gifts. So be sure to go to the gift section as soon as you get in and get those free gifts. Gifts that they're giving away include 53 scripts and dialogues, insider reports. We got 3 ebooks, entire books that you can download immediately. There's no cost to you. You can immediately start reading them, getting the information. Audio on negotiation strategies, which is powerful today. A social media swipe copy file where you can go in and take existing social media posts that are already working for agents, swipe them in, and use them for yourself. So you don't have to create one. You can just use them, or you can model them. It's pretty powerful. I got to get through this list. We got a listing qualification process, listing plan and checklist. These are all the free gifts you can get if you go over to agentsuccesssummit.com. Prepping buyers for the seller's market, team leadership report, text scripts. So scripts for your text messages, for getting more clients, social media content ideas. A different person came in and gave us other social media ideas. So you can have 2 just listed, just sold postcard templates, buyer and seller initial interview profile sheets. When somebody calls in and they're a lead, how do you get all their information? It sounds so simple, but it's so important and critical to make sure you're getting the correct information, asking the right questions, and you can pick that up. Got strategy sheet for running a profitable practice. How do you make sure that you're always profitable, paying yourself first, and there's money left at the end? We've got a 30-part action plan for putting your business into the position it needs to be in, so that it can be a super business. We've got a comprehensive list of BPO, REO companies and registration sites to get assignments. So if you're interested in getting BPOs right now and REOs as they start to trickle out and maybe flood out over the next 6 to 12 months, you can get the actual list of where to go to sign up to get those assignments. And that's pretty cool. That's another gift. We got business planning worksheets. Okay, there's an actual form you can use to make sure you get that business plan in the right order, make sure you're getting the right information down. 5-day video marketing course. If you're interested in doing video and social media combined, but in particular those videos and how to create them, there's a 5-day course that's free that you can get into. The Switch or Stay quiz. If you're thinking about switching or staying, you can take a quick quiz and find out if it's a good idea or not. 44-point listing checklist. If you want to get better at listing appointments, this little checklist will get you on the right track. A list of the 31 best sources of leads, including the top 5 best listing sources. So you can check out the best ways to get more leads if you want more leads in your business. How to build a successful team video training. So you can check that out, how to build a team. That's going to be in there. Business Growth Navigator. That's going to show you the different steps of going from a solo agent to a team leader where you're able to walk out and the team continues to run itself and all the steps along the way. So check that out as well. Business Plan and Lead Generation Guide. If you want to see the business plan of a top agent, you can check this out. Plus, the lead generation guide shows you all the different ways that you should be lead generating according to this source. And we got a video review of a seven-figure agent's profit and loss statement. This is pretty cool. A seven-figure agent, $1 million agent, is going to show you what their business plan looks like from the profit and loss side. Okay, so they're going to show you their P&L, their actual numbers of what money is coming in, what money is going out, and how that's happening, and all the different categories. You want to check that out. The showing agent agreement template. If you're thinking about bringing in the showing agent rather than the buyer agent, and you want to see how to put that together, you can actually get the agreement that you would have between you and the showing agent. You can see a template that you can take and model to create one for yourself. Again, remember, you're going to want to run that past your attorney or broker to make sure it complies with your laws. But wow, you're going to get a fast start by seeing what someone else is doing. So you get all of that and more inside right away. There's 21 free gifts from these top agents, top coaches, trainers, and we have top agents as well, but they are now coaching and training. You're going to want to check this out. Get in there at agentsuccesssummit.com. We've got some of the people are saying about the summit in the past. I'll just read one here real quick. This event is awesome. I have attended many events over the years that overpromised and underdelivered or were simply sales pitches. The Agent Success Summit sessions that I attended were all packed with current and useful information that was relevant to the subject. Great job. Hope you do this again next year. And that's from Francis. So just go over to the agentsuccesssummit.com and get your free ticket to this event. Again, there's 3 ways to attend. You can attend live, and right when it first comes out, you can watch the replays. You can even access some recordings. But in order to do any of that, you got to go over and register at the agentsuccesssummit.com. And I'm very grateful and happy to be the host of this event, me, Mike Cerrone, with mastermindagent.com. I get the privilege of talking to all these incredible people and asking them a few questions as we go along to make sure that you find out what's happening. By the way, all these sessions are video. They're video recorded. You can watch on the video. You can see their screen. You can see their face. You can see slides or demonstrations that they show you. Some flash videos in there. Some show examples of their marketing. It's really exciting and fun, and it's all free. Just go over to the agentsuccesssummit.com and get your free ticket today. We'll see you in the summit.